I am absolutely hanging out. God. Thank God that's over. Got the Welsh 3000 in 2 weeks. Been training really hard for it. The last thing I want to do is keep agitating a recurring injury and not be able to complete that because...
Shut up!
Boring!
So just to give you a quick tent tour, I'm actually rocking this Zembivvy sleeping system, which is a quilt, which I absolutely love because I hate being restricted by sleeping bags, and it's great. The actual end of it, you can tie up like this too, so you can still get real good insulation on the feet. This is only the 4-degree one, so I slept in it last night. It was pretty cold, felt absolutely fine, if not a bit hot, but I am sleeping down in a campsite, so that's to be expected. I took this up to the Carnedd last week and wild camped with it, and it was way too light, so definitely recommend a heavier sleeping bag because those evenings up on the tops are still freezing. Also comes with a bottom sheet, which is just absolutely fantastic. Just makes it feel like a real bed. It's really good soft material, so that's great. And then underneath, I've paired that with Thermarest Neo Loft, which is about 4 inches thick, I think, but it's super comfortable. This has the clips on the side, colour coded, and they connect up with this bit here, so it stops draft during the night. Although last night it was warm enough, I just didn't have it done up. Got the Thermarest compressible pillow in the large, which is none of this stuff I would take wild camping with me. It's just way too heavy, way too bulky. But as I'm sleeping next to the car and a campsite, I just decided to bring all the luxury items with me. Yeah, and I'm actually sleeping in the MSR Elixir 2 tent, which is great because it has 2 pretty huge vestibules, and that keeps me going. So yeah, like I say, today I'm going to check the feet out, but first, most importantly, caffeine and a sausage roll.
Let's go!
Hi, so change of plan. I'm down here in Ogwen Valley. Had a bit of a mental wobble this morning with my foot care. My feet were hurting really badly, but I've sorted them out a bit now. Changed my shoes. I think just doing too many miles too quickly for this training has been the result. It's not really been the shoes, it's just been the sheer volume of effort that I've been putting in. So I did about 70 miles in my feet last week, which is clearly quite a lot. But I thought, as I've taken the 3-hour drive down here, and I'm in one of the most beautiful places in Ogwen Valley, that I would just take the chance and go up to Ole Wen, which is what you see behind me there, which is a bit of a beast. And then we also have Tryfan Northridge behind me there. So yeah, it's a pretty special place, and I thought, why not? The worst that can happen is I'll go up there, my feet will hurt, and I'll just come back down. So, you know, that's an acceptable thing, but I'd rather do that than get home and regret it. So without further ado, let's get round onto the track and we will start to make an ascent. So as you leave the car park at Llyn Ogwen, you turn right as you come out of there, and then you'll go past Tryfan. Keep Tryfan on your right hand side, and then continue to walk down this road here, and you'll start to see an entrance on your left hand side. It's the first turn, and you can turn left as you walk past the lake basically, and that will take you into the Carnedd entrance. So here it is, the turning that you need to take over this bridge. Continue walking over this bridge. It does say it's private, but don't worry about that. It's fine for hikers to go through. And then you'll slowly start to see the path appear. And Ole Wen on the left. About a third of the way up Ole Wen now. Starts off really nice, quite a mellow path, runs right alongside of a waterfall, which you might be able to see just behind me. It's really beautiful actually on a clear day, but it's starting a bit steeper now. So as you can see, the path gets a little bit more rocky as you come up. It's a little bit wet actually, and I'm being constantly attacked by flies. And then apparently someone was telling me yesterday, there's a really nice scramble up here. I think it's called the Bad Step or something, I'm not 100% sure. So as you get down to here, I'm just near one of the lakes, don't ask me to pronounce it. You still have this section here to do of Ole Wen. As you can see, there's some guys going up now in the distance. So I'm going to get up there in a second, but firstly I'm going to stop and have my lunch over here. Stunning backdrop. It's the perfect time for lunch. I'm just about to go and do the scramble up Ole Wen, and then see what I'm going to do after that, as discussed. First of all, it's time to have a Lucozade. And what I bought with me today, my favourite Tesco chicken and bacon wrap, and a Ginsters slice, I'd never know how to say that properly. So we've got this scramble to do here. I think you can go round to the right there, but we're going to go to the left today. And then just there in the distance, Ole Wen. And then the plan is, rather than do the full Carnedd, come down and back down that route there. But the views are stunning. Okay, so let's get this going.
Oh, hello.
I'm not sure how easy this is going to be after we've already done 30k and 2 ranges, but it does look really good fun, so yeah, I'm going to continue. So we just came from down there. It's a bit of a steep scramble, but it's not very long, to be honest. It was quite easy, lots of handholds, which is great. And then the next part is basically coming up here. Just stopped for some more food here actually, because the view was so spectacular. So I'll quickly walk you around and give you a little picture of the view. And on a day like today, you just can't beat that. We've still got a bit to go up there, and then we can do the circular today. I think with a general level of fitness you can do this. Today I've just been recceing out the area for the Welsh 3000. It was important for me that I knew where I was going, what turns to take, what to avoid. I just spoke to a couple of people who were telling me about, if it's bad weather, they nearly got blown over because the winds were so high and the water was running down the gully quite rapidly. So I suppose it can be quite difficult if you've got terrible weather conditions. Today we just have real hot, clear skies, so it's just a bit more tiring sometimes, but it's quite easy, to be fair. The only issue I'm going to face is how this is going to transpire once I'm already 30k into the walk. I've already done 8 of the tops, but apparently once you get past this ascent, it's pretty much mild ascents the rest of the way. It's just a bit of a slog, so it's not too bad. I think it's just a case of keep plodding along, keep it moving, one step after the other. And as usual, you'll end up getting there, and there'll be a nice sense of achievement at the top. And we'll be rewarded with some glorious views today, which is the number one thing, really. That's why we do it. And then this is the final ascent up Ole Wen. Pretty steep, not too bad, but it's just full of scree, which just makes it that bit harder. So I've grabbed the walking poles out, and then as you can see from here, that's Carnedd, Dafydd, I think, or that one. And then you can carry on down there to finish the Welsh 3000. Obviously, if you do the Welsh 3000, you start over there in the distance, Snowdonia, and then Cribgoch, and then you go round down to Nant up a Glider Vawr, and then eventually you end up over here in the Gliders, Glider Fat, Glider Vawr, don't know which way around they are, and then Tryfan. And you've got to go all the way down Tryfan, and then all the way back up here. So there's 2 major descents and ascents when you do it. You're coming down from Snowdonia to Nant, and then you do a huge climb up a Glider Vawr, and then you have some ascents and descents on the Gliders, obviously, and then the next big descent is there, Tryfan. Come down the West Gully and then down the grass path down there, and it takes you down to the bottom to Ogwen Valley, and then it's a big climb. Obviously it's still a slog to do once you get to the top of here, but
you've got most of the big climbs out of the way then, which is important. Hopefully we get a good day. A little bit overcast would be great, because it's definitely difficult in the real heat. Consuming a lot of water today as well, so you have to carry a lot more, which doesn't always help, but it is what it is. We can't really complain, can we? We've been bloody blessed with beautiful weather, constantly moaning about how shit it is, and now we've got it, moaning about how hot it is. Need to bloody grow up. Well, just completed Penny Ole Wen, which is brilliant. The last 100 metres or so was pretty steep, but really good fun. Difficult in the heat, as I keep mentioning, but I can't complain because, you know, I dream about this kind of weather all the time. The views off the top were absolutely unreal. Like, I literally couldn't get over them. We're off next to the next top now. But yeah, the only complaint I do have at the top of there is the killer midges are out. They're absolutely hammering me while I was trying to take a video on the top there. I can't complain, it's their environment, it's their home, isn't it? So they get to choose the rules. So cool. The next bit's a bit boring, I would say. The views are quite cool over the other side to the bay, but other than that, the route's pretty boring. It's quite long and flat. Little bit of elevation, but you know, let's get it done. Nothing else to do but do it. See what they say about the Carnedd now. We've just come from back there, and that's Carnedd Dafydd there, and it's pretty much just like rocks and stuff like. So people say it's like walking on the moon, and it pretty much is. But I just run into a guy who's doing the Welsh 3000 today. Actually, he's doing a pretty good time. And his advice to me was just keep eating constantly, stash bottles of water along the route, reduce the amount of faffing you do. I think that's going to be the key. So on that note, and on his advice, I'm going to have a steak slice. Sorry for eating with my mouth full, but I am feeling pretty hungry. Cool, I'm going to run up there and then get back down and get in the car and shoot it home. Have a good one. Definitely a bit of a leg killer. Come up here, especially if you get slightly off track. It is. The only thing keeping me going is the views, but they're behind me now. So keep pushing to the top here. I thought that was kind of Dafydd, but it's not. It's up there. These things are never as easy as you think they're going to be, are they? That's Carnedd Fach. Anyway, it is part of the game. It's part of the game. Good news though, I've got the views back. Looking over Bangor and I think Anglesey. Absolutely stunning. So that keeps you pushing on. Let's go. That's better. We're actually at Carnedd Dafydd now. So boom, ideal. Mid-season, absolutely brilliant. So I can't wait to get down now, get these feet sorted out. So that's Carnedd Dafydd out the way. So I'm now going to make my way back down, go and get these feet sorted out, and then make my way back home. And then the next time I'm up here will be for the Welsh 3000 in 2 weeks' time. But before that, I'm actually going to Glastonbury. So I'm going there on the Tuesday and then coming back on the Monday. So I'm hoping that I'll be in a good state of mind after Glastonbury for a week. We're getting there early to make full full use of the festivities. So I'll have a few days to recover, and then I'll be straight on the road to Wales. And let's hope I don't overdo it, because I'm going with a group of lads, so it can easily be done. I'm just going to try and keep it easy though. Make sure I still kind of keep eating well, fueling well, hydrating, and then when I get back I'll pretty much be ready to sleep for 4 days, I think. Okay, cool. I'll let you know when I'm back down at the car park. So I've actually had a full-on mare here. I came from back there thinking I want to just get back down to the car, so I kind of just avoided the path. So now I've ended up in the middle of nowhere, and it's like such a steep gradient. Luckily I've got my walking poles, but it is not good on the knees, and I keep walking on spongy bits, but my foot just keeps going. You know, when you're expected to put your foot down somewhere and get a firm grip and it just goes under. It's like walking on like a fake hole. Well, not really a fake hole, but a real hole that you can't see. So yeah, I guess this is the quickest way down, technically, other than flying or falling off the top. So yeah, we'll just stick with it. Well, I've got no choice but to stick with it, really, have I? I'm stuck in it now. I just think sometimes, why not get the map open and have a look where the path is? Probably be way easier. But I can't record much longer because I'm literally going to fall over and die. And my feet are bloody killing me. I'm in flipping agony. I am looking forward to getting back and having a nice cup of coffee and a cup of tea. Can't lie. And a foot spa. We don't have a foot spa though, so I'll probably just stick my foot in like a bowl of water or something. You know, take it back to the 60s. Cool. I'll let you know when I've made it safely down. I was going to update you when I got to the bottom, but I was just thinking what a weirdo I am going down this way, and I had to let you all know. So there we go. I'm just about to get back to the car park now. I am absolutely hanging out. My blisters on my right foot have got so bad. Not just my little toe, really. Feels like someone's hit it with a hammer. Really difficult hike today to deal with that. I need some time off. Can't be dealing with that. Thought I was going to get hit by a lorry then. Probably would have taken the pain in my foot away though. Right, let's get back. Thank God that's over. Peace out guys, thank you very much for watching.